It's the Daily Comedy News with your host, Mark Pires. Join us for breaking headlines and all kinds of comedy shenanigans. Brought to you by The Beat Seat.
Welcome, my friends. It's Saturday Night Live. This is the longest running daily variety show, the MarkinsPires show. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm in the process of building 4 beat seats right now. I'm going to bring them up and show them to you in a few minutes, but I'm spraying them. I did all of the dye work just before the show here. That's why I'm a few minutes late. But they're drying, and then I'm going to spray them with a lacquer. I use it's a water-based lacquer, so it's safe afterwards. It's one of the important things about this drum is it's a sensory therapy drum. So I want to make sure that I finish it in a product that is safe for children, or if it chips or anything like that, that there's nothing harmful about the product itself. So it's sprayed with a water-based lacquer finish, which is safe, it's non-toxic. So really cool product. And if you didn't know, this show is sponsored by the Beat Seat, the only drum in the world for guitar players. You could pick it up at beatseat.rocks. And guys, what an amazing thing we have going on. Now, you may know, you may not know, but I have a electric car. And I freaking hate it, okay? Because the charging process is just obnoxious. And then you have to, when you finally get it charged, okay, but then you got this weird stress all the time and this anxiety because your battery level's going low and there's no chargers anywhere in sight. But they're trying to put more chargers out there. Okay, that's good, but what happens if they don't have the electricity to push through those chargers? And this is what we're dealing with today and the topic of tonight's show. The electric grid, can it handle a full electric workload from cars across the country where we go from combustion engines to totally electric cars? Well, I thought it quite interesting to hear that we're almost out of electricity here in America. Right now, we're almost out of electricity in America. So I said, okay, well, that means we're probably at like 30-40% of electric car use. I would assume if we're almost out of electricity in America, we're using at least 30 to 40% of electric cars now. I mean, I know the current administration said they want everybody to be electric by like 2035. So I did a little Google search and it said less than 1%. I was being optimistic and giving a little. It's like 0.87% of drivers on the road are in an electric car. That's ridiculous. There's 283 million cars on the road in the United States, and 3 million of them are electric cars. 3 million, okay? So maybe it's 5 million, but it was 3 million when I looked. And the point is, there's no way our grid could handle everybody in an electric car. It already sucks. I got a charger here in my house. I got to charge this thing every freaking night, 12 to 13 hours. Sometimes, it does this fault thing where it charges at like 1%. And so all of a sudden I wake up the next morning, I got like 68 miles and I'm like, what the fucking heck? So it is the worst technology in the world. Yeah, it's got some positives, but not if you're gonna tell me everyone's in the We're gonna run into issues quick. We don't have new capacity. Matt Zabrowski, can you hit us with an electric woohoo perhaps? Lift us up a level. Woohoo! He did it. Guys, when you're here and he does it, and Zabrowski comes out on Saturday Night Live to give it to you. It's a good day when that happens. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I see Leisure number 7 here, Trish Killian in the house, Kit Covert. I got S. Coop in the house. S. Coop, we're down at Modoc Rough Stock. Guys, I really wanted to broadcast the 4-beat seat build, the dyeing process of the 4-beat seats, the sanding process, the laser engraving. I was like really upset that I couldn't do it all, but I was in such a rush to get this done. This conference is tomorrow, and I'm going to be in, I guess, a space with a bunch of other people that have products for people with a special need. And all these people who have a special need, people who have a child with a special need, they're all coming for like a talent showcase and to go and see other vendors and what they have there for their children, for their families. So I'm very excited to show off the ultimate sensory therapy drum to these people. There's only one drum on earth that you could play with your entire body. And it sounds like a drum kit. It has unlimited tones and vibrational effect. It is the Beat Seat. You can get one at beatseat.rocks. There's no electricity needed for the Beat Seat. It is a manual percussion item. You could sit on this thing and kick it. You could play your guitar and kick it. You could play it with your hands and feet at the same time, but you don't need to plug into the grid. Let's grab a guitar, sit on that thing and rock out. So anyway, check it out, beatseat.rocks. What do you guys think about this? I mean, I remember just laughing when I heard, hey, everybody's going to be in an electric car. I'm in one now, and whenever I do need to go to one of those centers because I'm in between an appointment and I can't get home and charge the freaking really slow charge that I have here at my house, and there's some of these superchargers. You may have seen them on the road. This is basically what they look like. There's a Tesla supercharger right there. I happen to have a Ford piece of crap Mach-E, and that works off of a different charging system, Electrify America. So when you find one of these Electrify Americas, there's usually about 5 units that you could hook up to. They have like a plug on each side, so you'd be like, oh great, that means that there's 10 opportunities to charge. No, you get 1 hookup per unit. So there's 5 units to pull up to you, 5 cars that can connect to this charging station. You're like, well, okay, that seems like it probably works efficiently, but it takes an hour, 40 minutes to get to 80%. And then if you want to get to 100%, it's like an hour and 25 minutes that you're sitting there. You're going to the stores nearby. You're hitting the freaking McDonald's, figuring out what the hell's not going to kill you. It's all going to kill you at McDonald's. And then you're like, what do? I'm sitting around. The worst is this. So I haven't used one of those superchargers in a while, but recently I'm in it. I had an appointment. I couldn't get home, and I'm like running out of, I think I was like 27 miles. I had to go about 10 miles away and then back home, and I'm like, I don't know if I can make it. Let me go to Trumbull and see if I can hit up the Electrify America. I'll plug in my piece of shit electric car, and I'll sit there for a half hour and I'll get a charge. I pull up to Trumbull. There's a line. There's a fucking line, guys. Unfreaking real, right? Like, wait a minute. You got 5 chargers, but everybody needs an hour and 20 to charge their car. I sat there for 35 minutes waiting for a charger to open up. Then I had to wait another hour for my car to charge. So I didn't wait a freaking hour. I waited 35 minutes. I plugged in for like 7 minutes. I got enough charge to get to my appointment and get home. It's mental. It's mental. They do not have the capacity for every American to be in an electric car. In fact, they don't even have enough capacity for the Americans that are in an electric car right now, the 3 million of us. They're putting more stations in. I almost ran out of electricity one day. Listen, this is a crazy story. I had to go up to Guitar Center to pick up some strings, which I need more strings, by the way, remind me. And so I had to go up to Guitar Center, and I go up the line, and I'm like really running low, and I'm thinking to myself, you know what, I got enough to get there and get home though. I'm doing the math. But it's winter. This is the other crap I didn't tell you about. You get a good charge, and when you're in the winter, you run that heat, you're done, man. You got like, if you had 300 miles for your charge, you're at like 180 when you turn the heat on. You're freaking done. So it's 27 degrees. I'm freaking freezing, and I'm going up to this Guitar Center. So I get there, and I'm like, man, it doesn't look like I have enough to get home. And I'm like, I think it says it's like 23 miles to get to New Haven, and I had 27 miles. And I was like, well, I don't know if I want to chance that, even though that's going in the direction of where I need to go. Let me go north, guys, because there's one that's 16 miles away. And I could definitely get to 16 miles, where I don't know if I can get to 24 from 27, because this thing dies with the heat when you have it on. So I drive up to like Bradley, all the way by Bradley Airport in Connecticut. If you guys don't know anything, that's an hour and 45 minutes from where I live. So I'm going north 40 minutes in order to get to this place that's 16 miles away, because going south in traffic. Anyway, I get to this Electrify America, right? That's on my GPS, the freaking GPS. Oh, we're going to Electrify America. Make it right here. Take a left there. I freaking pull in Electrify America. Shut down for service. You gotta be motherfucking kidding me. I'm there in Electrify America. Just drove 16 miles. And now I'm looking down. I got 4 miles left. Again, heat, running the heat. It's 27 degrees, guys. It's starting to get dark now. And I'm running out. It's 3 miles. I start driving out. I'm like, where the frick am I going to go? The thing says 1 mile. It went from 3 to 1. And now I'm driving in a neighborhood in the middle of fucking nowhere in Connecticut. I'm an hour and 45 minutes from home. The charger I went to go see just charge at right now, it's done. It's not even like operational. I don't even know. I look on my stupid freaking charger locations, and I'm always looking for the fastest charge. I'm up in upstate Connecticut. I don't want one of those trickle charges. I gotta sit there till next week in order to get home. It's freezing. So as I'm pulling to what I find is just like one of those trickle charges, but I'm about to run out of electric. I don't know what else to do at this point. I go to some school. As I pull into the school, I didn't realize this. As I pulled in, that's where the charging station is. So I pull past it, and my GPS, I see it, and I'm going past it. I'm like, what the freaking hell? So I turn around. As I turn around to come back to where I see that the pin is, the car goes to 0 miles, and it starts blinking red. And it says, shut down car, electricity, no more electricity. You're done, dude. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't know how this happens. If you run out of electricity in these cars, I don't think it's a good thing. So I gun it. And I just get enough to coast. As I see this thing, it's like right at the entrance. I coast. And as I'm rolling in, I'm like just praying to God, just don't stop, because it's an electric car. Like all of a sudden there's no power, it just stops. It rolled and coasted right in, and I parked. I sat right there. I plugged that motherfucker in, and I'm there for about 45 minutes. It's at still 0. I got like 1 mile. It's ridiculous. And so I call my wife, and I'm like, I don't know if I don't know. I'm not gonna, I don't know where I am. I'm at some school in the middle of a neighborhood, in the middle of like, I'm by the airport here. I'm by Massachusetts. That's how freaking far this took me. I'm like here thinking, here's my house back here, New Haven. I can do this and then go down. Oh, but this is 16 miles away. Let me just go up here. Stupidest decision, but I thought they'd have plenty of charging stations up there. Long story short, I sat there with the electricity off, plugged in, and freezing. I had really not much in the car. I was so cold. I could see, it was like you could see your breath. It was that cold in the car. And I was like, look, I love you if I don't make it home. And my phone was at like 3%. So I was like, my first thought was, I was like, I should just go live right now. Like I should go live from dying in my car in some random place in Connecticut and just be like, guys, I'm here. Anybody live in one of these fucking houses, It's crazy, but I had this thought running through my head that like, I'm gonna run out of electricity in this car. I'm in the middle of nowhere, and I'm gonna have to be that guy who walks up to some random door because my phone's dead. Excuse me, sorry to bother you. My piece of motherfucking shit electric car just died. Yeah, you should get one. The president thinks you should, everyone should have one. They're real reliable. I think that's the thing you want to go with. I'll tell you another side story about the Ford Mach-E. I'm not sure about Tesla. But the Ford Mach-E and probably the Lightning and any other Ford electric vehicle that they have one motherfucking tech for the entire state of Connecticut. One tech that handles the Ford Mach-E. Do you know that? When I had issues, it took 2 months to get my car back. I had to pay for a loaner car. And they'd be like, well, maybe we'll reimburse you. We're not sure. Like, these people are impossible to deal with. They did reimburse me, but what a nightmare. They only reimbursed me for once. I had my car going to the shop 3 times. And let me tell you what they tell you when you go to Ford with an electric car. Helen Gale in the house! So happy you're here. And is Murph Dog in the house? My brother Murph. We have to have Murph on. He's running for Senate, guys. He's going to come on to the show. We're going to chat it out. So, all I know is this, guys. I don't think these cars are what we should be focused on. We should go back to what works, okay? You go in to see these techs and you're like, hey, I'm having an issue. My car, all these lights just came on. And like all of a sudden I'm at like half power one of these days, like the car was like not moving. They're like, oh yeah, well that's because you have an internal malfunction. And I was like, okay, well what's going on? They're like, well, I don't know. We're going to have to diagnose it. So I'm like, okay, so what do we do? They're like, just drive right in. And I'm like, okay, do you have a loaner car? No, we don't have a loaner for you. So what do you want me to do? Well, I don't know. You're going to have to get a rental or something, And then we can't look at it right away because there's one guy in the state who could look at your car. One guy? That's it? In the entire state of Connecticut? Yeah, we got one specialist for the Ford Mach-E. Okay, so when's that guy coming in? Well, he'll be in like next year. So basically, bottom line is this guy who is the service tech for all Ford Mach-E's, the only guy who could service these cars. And I said, why is that? He said, because it's all modules. We work on engines. We work on catalytic converters. He's like, this is all modules. There's nothing in the car but modules and chips and some stupid freaking ridiculous battery underneath you. Sounds like a winner, you know? Nobody knows how to fix them. Oh, well, module number 6,247's gone bad. Well, where the fuck is that? I don't know. You're going to have to look around. You're just going to have to pull and plug and play, you know? Now let's, that one's still working, guys, you know? Danik in the house, Helen Gale, the Murph dog, call 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 the Murph dog. Murph dog, you should be rocking that for your campaign song, by the way. We were talking about that. I played that like 3 weeks ago. And we were saying, you know, Murph dog running for Senate, and like you walking out, and you're just showing up to call the Murph dog, 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 call the Murph dog. And everybody's rocking out to it. I'm there on the guitar playing it. You know, Murph dog has me there. He's being sworn in for the Senate. They're trying to read out of, you know, their Bible or whatever the friggin' hell they read out of. And I'm there in the background, call the Murph dog, call the Murph dog. People are dancing. Everybody's having to get to popcorn. They're throwing it around. Oh, geez, I can't wait for that day. I've seen it already. You guys, it's just like a day in the future that we're going to live, you know? Call the Murph dog, call the Murph dog, call the Murph dog, call the Murph dog, call the Murph dog. There he is. I just posted that song on X this week. My man, Murph. Murph, we got to get you on. Michael Brand. Oh, I love Michael. He's my buddy. Hey, Michael, I'm so glad you got to join us over here on YouTube, bud, because that's where S-Coop is, and Helen Gale and Modoc and Danik. And, you know, when we're here in Virginia's kicking it with us, and, you know, Maine Girl. Maine Girl, how about that chooch? Oh, goodness. Oh, you know it, Michael. I'll tell you what, I've been getting into it a little with people on X, you know? I just got to do it now because I'm realizing on X I could say what the friggin' hell I want, you know? And it's one place where still no one hears or sees anything I say. For some reason, I'm in that deep, dark hole there, thanks. Elon hasn't let me out. He let everybody else out. But I've been kind of slamming people, and I feel bad in a way, but not really. Sorry, not sorry type of thing, you know? Because I just can't stand the insanity anymore. When I see people just straight up lying about everything, I just have to just respond, you know? And call them the communists that they are. Oh, S-Coop, can you pop that up on the channel here for Michael? Let me see if I can put the link up. Let's see, I'm gonna see if I can pop this up for us real quick. How do I do that? I gotta go back to the show here somewhere. Could I get to the feed? Call the Murph dog, 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 oh, call the Murph dog. Oh man, that song is so good. It's on my album. It's on one of my albums. You guys know that? I don't play around. I put Murph Dog song like right on the album. You kidding me? And Big Cat Jim, same night I wrote both those killer songs. Gosh almighty. Join us. I'm putting this on as just a community post, which nobody sees. I love that when I put these community posts out and then like nobody likes, comments, or sees them. YouTube, you're so sweet to me. Oh, that's right, I'm harmful. You know, sometimes when you're harmful while being the ultimate positivity and live creation connection show, you're in the fucking Twilight Zone, right? That's also a song I wrote. You're in the Twilight Zone. You're in the twilight. I'm not even singing in the right key right now. But that song is fire also. There's a line in there that's so good. I played it for you guys the other day. Something about how like you could say a lie over and over. It doesn't make it true. You know, like there's so many great lines in these songs, guys, because they're written live in the moment. And I do believe that the creator speaks through this show. I'm just not afraid to say what I feel. And I think that a lot of people are afraid to say how they feel because they get canceled. I've already been canceled, so I'm not really like concerned at this point. I tried to keep this thing a totally clean show where it's like no politics at all for like 6 months. And then they demonetized me and called me harmful. So I'm kind of like, At this point, I don't know if I really think it matters what I do. They hate me. YouTube, X, for some reason, still, I'm just like, and Rumble's not even, it doesn't share. It's like I see a lot of people get a lot of play on Rumble. I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong, but I broadcast the show there every day. I'm trying to post more there. I have to do that because that's another platform that may actually allow my content to be seen a little more. But call the Murph Dome, call the Murph Dome, call the Murph Dome, call the Murph Dome, call the Murph Dome. Guys, 4 beat seats. They're downstairs right now drying. I bet you I could bring them all up here and show them to you, but I got to spray them. I got to spray them with that water-based lacquer I was telling you about. I'm thinking maybe I'll play you guys something. In fact, I was wondering if maybe I should play you guys at least part of probably one of the greatest sports movies ever created. Worst coach ever. Marty McLavin-Riven, he's out there. He's bringing LeBron a gold while LeBron whines the entire time. I'm the GOAT. Yeah, okay. You ever heard of Michael Jordan? Yeah, you're the GOAT. I have the most points of all time. How many years did you play Father Time? He's like 74, still playing at a high level, though. I got to say, he's definitely a top 2, 3 ever, But he moves like a freight train, whereas Michael Jordan is like watching God work. You guys know what I mean. It's poetry in motion. LeBron looks like he's going to rob a bank and punch someone in the process. You're like, damn, get out of the way of that, dude. He's got an oh, wait a second. Did I may have given the wrong link there. No, I think I gave the right link. Anyway, guys, just wrapping this thought up here about the electric car, the crap car. Don't buy one if you haven't yet. Don't freaking buy one, okay? There's a child in the Democratic Republic of Congo right now. He's digging for cobalt for your stupid car. How dare you? How dare you buy the car so that little boy has to dig and then get slapped and they're hitting him with the cane. He's getting caned in the Congo for your electric car. Look, we all need electric cars. My Aunt Judy told... Joe, you're going to have to wake up. You're sleeping again. You're pooping at your triple diaper. Right? He's there in the diaper. I told you guys already. He has a brand sponsor deal with Huggies. Geriatric diapers. He's also a shareholder. Not only a shareholder, he's also a client, We call him Sleep Sofa Joe here because we know there's a triple diaper deal going on over there, And I know you love him. You're like, he's so good. I love communism. Oh, gosh. Guys, there's only about 800,000 people per state coming across the border right now. And our president thought, you know what? Why don't we make it a little easier? Hey guys, I got an idea. Check this one out. I'm thinking we should fly 300,000 of them in each month, right? And make it easier to come here and milk our resources. And Mark will pay the taxes for it. You mother freaking sleep sofa. Why don't you take care of our vets? Take care of the homeless? I thought it interesting. They were trying to get Elon Musk to fix the homeless problem. You remember that, guys? It would be $9 billion to solve the homeless problem in the world. Elon Musk should fix that problem because he earned his money and he should pay for the homeless problem. And Elon was like, look, if you tell me how would it work, you give me the numbers, if they work, I'll do it, If you can't, I'm not going to do it, I can't, it's my money, go out and make your own money, you stupid asshole. He's like, he got serious for a moment with the way Elon does it. I think it's important. You have to remember that when you're living in the Twilight Zone, and there's stupid people everywhere, you either go with it or you fight back against the man. Welcome to the 1,923 day in a row fight against the man, the MarkinsPires show. We do it. We do it here. We play music. We run into the comedy. We do impressions. Some of them are better than others. And they're all goofy, right? I just like to be a goofball because the world needs more goofballs. We got too much seriousness going on. Too many dicks, you know, in the shuffle. Too much fear-mongering. Too much,
you gotta get another one. It's gonna work. It's really effective.
You bought that line? Did you buy that line? Oh, man. Look, wear your 7,247 masks to the baseball game. 6 feet. Weasel Fraugy. A bugaboo today keeps Dr. Weasel Fraugy away. You know? And it's going to work this time. This time it's going to work. What? I don't know, 10, 12? What are we on now? This time it's going to work, guys. What? How many times did you get? Oh, well, that's weird. I thought when you got it, you weren't supposed to get it, you know?
Like, I got it. I'm feeling really good. And look, I'm super smart because I listened to Dr. Weasel-Fraugy.
And then you're doing it. Weasel Frauge comes out. Look, did you see Robin? She got 15 bugaboos. She's doing fantastic. She just fell and died. No correlation. No correlation. Put on your masks.
Canceled.
Shut them down. Oh, no, comedy's not allowed. Comedy 2024, it depends on the topic, guys. You can make comedy about like an ant, you know, burrowing into the dirt. Yeah, but you can't talk about anything that's actually going on in reality. Then you get censored or shadow banned or demonetized. I'm sorry? Yeah, no, all of those things here at the MarkinsPires show. But anyway, guys, besides that, I still show up with a big, you know, 2 thumbs. No, not 2 thumbs, 2 fingers. Definitely not the thumbs. You know, 2 fingers up to the man. Not the thumbs. I'm giving them to the man, though, you know. Goodness. You know, guys, when you're here just reporting truth for 1,923 days in a row and you're just 77 days from 2,000 days in a row live, you know, that's a journey. It sure is. I got to tell you, I am pumped to play more music for you. I got the jazz guitar still set up. Elgato, you mofo! You know, Joanna, it would be nice if you did something back there besides wheeze. You know, Joanne, it would be nice if you let me get a word in every once in a while. Right, MODOK? So, guys, how's everybody doing out there? What are you up to this Saturday Night Live, right? I got these beat seats. I got to finish them up. It's 11:46. I got to spray these mofos. There are 4 of them. And when they're done, they're going to be really cool, like this Men in Black beat seat or that mahogany beat seat back there I built out of wood that I cut from a log that fell in my backyard. My name's Lumberjack Bob. You know, when you're out there with the axe, you're just trying to splinter a little bit off of that log, you know, so you can build a beat seat. We don't use electric. You know, I just told you we're out of electric here in America. I got that old stupid saw where there's a guy on the other side. We're going like this, back and forth. That's how I cut my trees. You know. We got a redwood. We're going after a redwood this week. You guys hear about that one? Here in Connecticut, a couple of redwoods left, you know. 374,000 feet tall. You know, you could touch heaven, they say, if you're willing to climb. You know, you have to be a good climber. No harnesses allowed. That's a sign at the bottom. You guys just have to know it. Brown Power Ranger in the house. I love it. Guys, if you can, head over to YouTube, subscribe, and turn on all notifications, and join the fam and friends over here. I rant and I improvise comedy in the moment about nothing. I mean, really, this show's like the Seinfeld show. It's a show about nothing. We show up every day and we write music in the moment about whatever happens in the moment. That's why I always thought it was funny. It's like Seinfeld's not a show about nothing. It's a show about everything. And that's what this show is. It's really a show about everything. It's a show about full expression. I think that's something that's pretty interesting in 2024, where I have to also say, this is pretty interesting. Now, granted, they could swipe me out and take everything down, but right now, you guys have like unfettered access to the complete truth over the last 5 years. It's all there on my channel on YouTube. Every single thing that happened, I talked about on a daily basis. In fact, most days during that run when we were all at home, I had these face swaps. I was doing face swaps like crazy. Every day I did a new face swap. I'll just show you an example of what these looked like. This is just a very, very prime example, I would say, of one of the things you would see if you tuned into my show during the Plandemaroo. I would be here, and right at the beginning of the show, or maybe 5 minutes into the show, I would roll into something like this. Let's see. Where are you? Come on. I freaking hate this computer sometimes. All right, now it's bringing me in every direction but the right direction. Let's see. Give me a call from Trumper. All right, this is just a good example, okay? This is what I did every day.
So, Patsy, give me an update. What's happening out there with Hurricane Laura?
Mr. President, the first responders did tremendous, and they saved the day.
Latest report from CNN was that there was some violence, but it was mostly peaceful. Just like their protests in Seattle, in Wisconsin, and in Portland, really. I saw a great meme today. It was a CNN reporter, and this was real. He's standing in front of like some massive fire in the streets, like a car just blew up or something. And he's standing there, and the byline is, "There is a couple of explosions, but it's mostly peaceful protests."
Do you guys remember that?
I just have to laugh. The left is just so desperate. We're going to win big league. We're not going to let them stop the Trump train. Sleeps over Joe,
This is the
taking a
best
nap on his Joey futon. He's a bumbling Biden, really.
You're right, Mr. President. He is a bumbling Biden.
Winning big league every day, for the rest of my days at least. Sleepy, sleep, sleep sofa. I like to sleep on my sleep sofa. And look, I'm writing a new song right now. It's called Sleepy Times with Sleep Sofa Joe.
I love it, Mr. President. Can you add a part about him being a sleep sofa?
It goes a little something like this. Sleep sofa. I like to put my head down on the sleep sofa. I'm working on it with a songwriting master. I don't know if you know the Real Talk program, but I'm going to write a masterpiece.
Now that sounds like a hit, Mr. President.
That's right. Sleepy sleeps. Anyway,
Mr. President, what if you rolled down?
a sleepy sleep sofa.
Yes, that's it.
We're going to work on it. Anyway,
That's my
have a
favorite
good
part.
night. We'll talk to you soon.
Oh, I gotta watch that again. He tells him, "Mr. President, maybe if you roll down."
That's right. Sleepy sleeps. Anyway,
Mr. President, what if you rolled down?
a sleepy sleep sofa.
Yes, that's it.
We're going to work on it. Anyway, have a good night.
Oh gosh, I missed those face swaps. I gotta tell you, yes, that's my favorite part. Like he's like, you nailed it. I love that. That is the funniest thing that happened. Like you have to understand, those face swaps were just like this show. Everything I did there happened live in the moment. There was no planning out. I didn't write a script. I don't know what I'm gonna do ever on this show. I just create comedy live in the moment. It just so happened that I was doing face swaps, and so you see Trump, but you see his mouth moving, and it's me going, "Oh yeah, I had to sleep over Joe. He's pooping in his triple diaper." And then you have Pensy coming out of there. You see Pensy like, "Mr. President, what if we roll down?" Sleepy sleep sofa. Yes. That's crazy. You know, sometimes the comedy that does arrive in the moment here, like I still have to find this one. Oh, when was it? The other day I was making some joke about something, and then it came back. It's my favorite part, is when I'm making a joke about something, and then a few minutes later, something else brings that joke back up, and I'm like, oh yeah, and I said it the other day, I think it's, I downloaded that episode, I haven't gone through it yet, so I can start making some news stories out of it. but I've been building beat seats. So anyway, what did you guys think? I see a bunch of laughing here in the chat. Guys, how crazy are those face swaps are so much fun. I mean, I'm tempted to just play a ton of them right now, like put on the Trump show and just be like, YouTube, you know? Because it is probably the funniest show ever created. It's just total goofiness. 4 hours and 20 minutes. Roll a motherfucker up while you watch this one. At least 4 of them, you know? And it's 4 hours and 20 minutes of Trump roasting sleep sofa Joe Biden. And it's all stuff from prior to the last election. I stopped doing it after this brain dead moron who got in office. And I realized I'm in a hole so bad, guys. Like it got bad. I remember I did all these shows, and every time I did a new one, I'd be like, wow, this one's going to get through, and everyone's going to love this show. They're going to freak out and be like, I can't wait to see the next one. I did 37 episodes of The Trump Show. No one saw any of them because they all hit so close to home. Even though they're total comedies, if you go back, and Trish Killian, every time I play it, she goes, this is more like appropriate to the time period than it was when you created it, because people were still so in the dark when I created this stuff. Everything I was saying was like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if this is what was really going on? And I was doing it in that manner as like a satirical comedy, but I was pegging on so much. 15 days after we shut down the country, I'm at home, I created the Dr. Evil episode where I go, we have to strike fear into all of them so they believe that they need it, about the bugaboo. And Dr. Weasel Frauchi goes, yes, we have to make them feel like they need it. And then at the end goes, remember, we all need vaccines. And then Dr. Evil goes, yes, we all need vaccines. And they're all saying it in unison, like, push it, push the agenda, you know? Like, we got to make money on it. We got the patent. All the stuff I said there on April 9th, 2020 came true. And that's why they hid satire from the world and threw me in the deepest, darkest hole ever created. And it's because sometimes comedians see it better than anyone else. Sometimes we're able to joke about the insanity in the world, and those that are totally blind to it can laugh and say, wait a fucking second, that is what's going on. But when they keep comedy from you or censor comedy because it's too close to the truth and they can't have anybody thinking different than that one perspective, then you realize very quickly that you're the enemy of the state. And that's a pretty crappy place to be when you are doing something unique or even just trying to connect with people and bring them away from that, you know? So anyway, that's where we are, I guess, guys. 38 minutes in. I intended to keep this short so I can get these beat seats finished. I do have to spray them, but maybe what I'll do here is ask you guys over here on Clapper to head over to YouTube and hang out with the family. Just type in MarkinsPires and join. I'm going to play something for you here. I think I'm going to do this just because I absolutely love this movie. It's one of my favorite movies that I've ever created. And just because it's so goofy. And for perspective here, when we get to the scene where I'm in the gym, that's the first scene I ever created. I created the gym scene. And then once I finished that and I was editing it that night, I was like, I'm making a movie out of this. This is freaking hilarious. And then I thought to myself, well, who is this coach? You know, I'm like, who is this coach? And so I got a picture of like a classroom, and there's these guys, one of them sitting there like this. You're going to see in a second. I'm going to play it for you. I found the picture of the classroom, and then I improvised a scene as who this McLavin Riven was. And because I had Clippy from the scene when I was in the gym, now I brought Clippy into the very first scene, so Clippy's now a part of the whole movie. So you'll see everything works. It's almost like, wow, this is a well-scripted, crappy movie because it's so goofy and silly, and the comedy's like off the wall, and it's long. I intend to make these movies an hour and a half, so they're full feature films. So it's all improvisation, and sometimes the bit keeps going, and maybe I could have cut it short and just got to the next thing, but I like to go down that rabbit hole of comedy, as you'll tell here when you're watching my feature films. One idea leads to another idea, leads to another idea, and then this whole thing about cuddling with the Sasquatch, probably one of the funniest things that happens because I did that. And so you'll see all this, okay? This right here is Worst Coach Ever. Gosh, I love this movie. The Worst Coach Ever. And what I'm going to do is go get these beat seats sprayed. I may just play a little bit of this and then come back on and then show you guys these beat seats and call it a night. But for now, at least so you can see this, I really am excited to play this for you. We played this, I think, actually it was recent when we did this, but Worst Coach Ever. There we go. Now, I will give you the link as well on YouTube if you want to watch this later and catch up, see the rest. But this right here is my, I want to say 7th feature film or 8th, 7th or 8th feature film. And there's 10. They're all in the playlist on YouTube you can watch for free. McLavin Riven rules. That's right. We should do a Happy Gilmore. Or what was it, Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison? Do a Billy Madison scene. You know, it's actually, Anna had an idea of me doing like a detective type comedy. I think we should do that, like an Ace Ventura vibe, where I'm trying to solve crimes. Like we did it sort of with Grimm. You guys remember when I had the Shans? That'll be movie number 11 or 12. I got it 57 minutes of that, and I haven't finished editing it. It's like so every time I get to start editing it, and I'm like, I just get sidetracked. I got about halfway through editing it, and I think I should finish that movie and put it out because it's so bad. It's so funny. Like Shans, I got shoes on my hands, and I call them Shans, and it becomes the prop for that movie. And I'm talking about how I'm like twice as fast because I run like this, and how you can have your Shans, you know, medically installed, you know, and I'm like doing detective work with my Shans. Oh, it's such a crazy, stupid idea. Everything I do is dumb. And that's the importance of the show, is to try to do something that's so outrageous that you're like, who the freaking hell would think of that? So, Jacqueline Grace in the house. All right, so guys, I hope you enjoy this. Please share it if you can. I'll give you the link in a second. This is called Worst Coach Ever. All right, guys, look, it's just about time to call this a day. I couldn't ask for it any sooner. You are the worst students I've ever had in my life. I cannot wait to get out of here. I got to do a varsity basketball tryout, maybe enough time for me to meet my friends and grab a beer before, you know, because this has been ridiculous. What's that, Donald? No, Donald, you were the worst of all.
Did I do good on the quiz?
You're terrible. And don't ask me for help on the query. I can't do that unless you make a freaking appointment. You know? Guys, I just want to point out real quick that that is not a clipboard in my hand. Just keep in mind that that's actually a piece of wood that I used to build a beat seat. I didn't have like a notepad, so I grabbed a piece of wood, and for the entire film, that piece of wood right there is lovingly known by our beautiful people in this chat as Clippy. So enjoy. Look, guys, I'm Professor McLavin Riven, yes, but I'm also a double-decker style as Coach McLavin Riven, and I got to go and get this team together for the state championships. This year, it's of utmost importance. McLavin Riven's name is on the line. I will be there with my clipboard, of course. And when you have your clipboard, you get results, okay? I got 6 generations of McLavin Rivens right here on this one. Yeah. Marty McLavin Riven. They did it, you know? So when I get to it and when I'm there and I'm trying to win that state championship, you know, Donald, not freaking invited to the tryout, but we're there, we're going for the state championship. And the bus is outside idling. It's idling. You know? It's ready to take us home in championship style. They've got, you know, it's like apple cider champagne in there to celebrate, you know, and we're there doing it. McLavin Riven, you know, it's been spoken, and it's like it's a prophecy of sorts. And, you know, you should just kind of go with it because it's going to happen anyway, all right? And so, Tony, I already checked the historic records. You're not there, so just go and, like, play video games or something, buddy, or with yourself. But you know what I'm saying? Like, go in the yard. Go and play, throw a ball. Anyway, guys, I want to just go over very quickly again. You have to be prepared. This is going to be very, very important. It's half your grade to be able to give a proper thesis on McLavin Riven's journey into the jungle of Costa Rica. You know, when I was there and I was face to face with lions, tigers, and drug dealers, I did it. What? No, Donald, not drug. I was able to navigate my way around the drug dealers, around the lions and tigers and snakes and barracudas, and they also had some scorpions. Look, when you're there, you're doing Costa Rica style. You don't know what the hell you're getting, kids. You know, so don't go to Costa Rica unless you got a game plan. Guys, we're here. I got my clipboard. So look, I just want you to know something. As far as it goes, this grade, it's half your grade, and just a couple of details we should go over again. I took the prop plane, you know, the one with just a single freaking, rotor. I'm there doing it over the jungle. It goes down, ran out of gas. The guy's like, I ran out of gas. Like, what the mother, you can't leave me in the jungle over there. Parachuted out, like DB freaking Cooper. Except I didn't have the cash. I came flying out in the middle of the freaking jungle, and I did it. I navigated through, and I did a report, on my clipboard. When you have a clipboard and you wind up being hoisted out of a freaking plane, a prop plane, and you're doing it, you got that parachute, you pull it last second, and as you're on your way down, you're writing down your, my direct locations here on the map. You can go do it. You can go put it on the Google Earth's map after I send the SOS, get the SOS out there. Here's my location. I did a GPS ping, just, visually onto my clipboard. You could see it if you look close. We'll get back to it. Guys, when we're here and you have to get into this Costa Rica story, remember, now I'm there in the jungle. First person I see, you're right. There you go, Donald. It wasn't a person. It was a freaking barracuda. It tried to kill me. I took out my trusty freaking Bowie knife, That's when I did that, stabbed it in the side of the head thing. They taught me that in Indonesia in 74. And so look, I'm there. I got a pelt, a barracuda pelt. I'm there in the jungle now doing it. As we're walking towards what I think is, sun, I'm like, look, I'm going east-west. I'm going towards the sun. It's setting. We're going to do it. Tomorrow there's something in that direction. I'm going, freaking bears come out of nowhere and some cannibals. Yeah, cannibals. They try to eat McLaren Heaven. What the frig is my name? McLaren Heaven. They tried to eat McLavin. What the frig is my name all of a sudden? We're doing it. Look, when McLavin is here and he's trying to remember his name in the middle of the bit, that's part of the movie, because we're doing it. And then I'm in Costa Rica. I can't remember my name because I'm being chased by freaking cannibals, right? McLavin, though, he gets up and he runs all through the night. We did a 24-hour marathon run through the jungle. I'm doing it Costa Rica style. And they didn't catch me. Those cannibals had no freaking endurance. Well, maybe because they weren't being chased to be murdered, but I was. I'm ghosting it. Usain Bolt. I did a Usain Bolt style. Yeah. And basically, the story was there. You got to go and get the book. It's here on the clipboard in small print if you guys want to. Anyway, so we're there. I'm in the middle of Costa Rica. And I get away from the cannibals, right? And I find myself at the edge of a cliff. All of a sudden I hear, I look around, there's freaking 7 cannibals standing around me. I'm at the edge of a cliff. And all I got left is that freaking makeshift jink little parachute that the backup parachute. And I'm like, maybe I'll keep that just in case I need a backup parachute type of deal. And all of a sudden they're like, they're coming at me with their spear tipped, I think there's venom on it, who knows? And I just go, hey guys, big biggity boo. I punched one of them in the friggin' mouth. I neck chopped the other guy. The other one comes in with his spear. And I go, late. And I went out and I jumped into the friggin' ravine. I'm in the ravine doing it, pulling the freaking backup parachute. And I look below, there's a freaking shark down there. Who knew there'd be a shark in the middle of the Amazon deal? It was like a baby shark, though. They have them. You got to look into it. And all of a sudden, it's trying to eat my leg, and I'm swimming towards the shore. I'm trying to get out of there, right, with my clipboard. And as I get closer to the shore, I feel something on my foot. Thank goodness I had my shans on. I went backwards and knocked him off my shans. That's a whole different movie. You guys got to get some shans. I'm just saying. I got to the riverbank, and I'm there, and I look back, and I see that freaking shark. It was not a shark, though. I realized this afterwards. It was an anaconda doing it. So many freaking inside jokes. Let me move forward to the scene that I want you guys to see. So Sasquatch and I wake up, dawn of the freaking day, and I didn't really worry about the cannibals that night, I felt sick.
Greg! My brother.
This is Henderson. You're Henderson? You're freaking Henderson? I didn't think you'd look like that. They said that you could dunk. You're 5'2". You could dunk 5'2", Spud Webb style? I'm thinking Henderson's pretty good. Henderson. Dunks. 5'2". So, okay, dunk. We got a dunker. Hopefully you're actually decent at everything else, though. We need someone who can actually play defense and shoot, too. Can you shoot? We'll work on that, Henderson. So, look, guys, we're going to do suicides to start. First one to finish gets a milkshake at the end of the tryout. Let's go. No, I don't want to hear any attitude. You want to go out and shoot first and then do a suicide. We're doing suicides first. I run the show, okay? I run the show. You know, when the first 6 family members before came through and did this, they laid out a legacy. And then I'm here doing it. So you guys have to respect my authority, as Cartman would say back. You guys remember, you ever see, South Park? Respect my authority. Guys, right? Come on, now you're a cool coach. He does Cartman. Hey guys, what's good? What are we talking about over here, right? Look, when you're doing it and you're Coach McNavin and you're trying to pick the best 6, because we got to have the 6th man on the team. The other scrubs, you may play a couple minutes a game, but most likely not. We're probably going with freaking McMillan and Henderson with the dunking, for the entire 45. Just saying. Anyway, guys, let's see. Suicides. Joanne, I need my whistle. I came out here to do and try. I don't have my whistle today. Just throw out my clipboard too. Like, why do you have a clipboard? You don't have a whistle? Coach McMavin, where's your whistle? No, guys, it's McMavin. Okay, make sure you get it right. You want to call me Coach Mac? Big Mac? You gonna call me freaking Mac Burger? You could do that. McNavin, that's it's good if you could do it all, but kids, it's a lot. It's a mouthful. I get it. So you can call me Coach Mac. You want to call me Coach Mac? That's cool. I just don't like Coach M. Okay, I'm not down with the, single letter stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I want at least a mouthful coming at me. Coach Mac! That works. Coach M, I'm coming over and smacking you one, okay? So suicides on the... I'm doing that whistle because Joanne didn't give me a freaking whistle before I came out with my clipboard. It's one thing if you come out and you don't have the clipboard, but when you got the clipboard and then you don't have the whistle, that's the difficult thing here. That's when you start questioning life. You start questioning whether or not you want to be the varsity coach any further. What's that, McMillan? McMillan, you always got jokes, You'll see I'm standing here in front of about 17 young men. We're in the gym. And they're about to do freaking suicides, because they need to learn from McMavin. I was taught by the first 6 generations before me. They were all coaches. Go blue. That's our colors here in the school are blue. They were here all 6 generations. Legacy. And when I came along, I was born into it. Showing up is here for all the games as a kid, Oh, look, we're going to do a pick and roll. I did that at 7, the pick and roll. McRaven, the 7th. Yeah, that's me. I was walking around the court. I was the only 7-year-old with a clipboard back in the day doing it. Go blue. I was writing down notes for my pap. And, we didn't have a dunker back then, That's pretty cool, though. We got a dunker here, 5'2". Yeah, that I'm digging on, So, guys, who's going to be our forward? Who sees themselves playing the front line here, supporting the center, giving it on the outside for our Steph Curry? Who's our Steph Curry? Who's shooting like Steph Curry out there? What's your name? Jenkins. Wait, did we have a Jenkins already? We got a Jenkins now. Jenkins, hold on, Jenkins, I like it. McGillicuddy. I see we have a McGillicuddy here. McGillicuddy's our freaking bench warmer. Okay. I see you. I understand what you're bringing to the table over there. Look, at the end of the day, McGillicuddy, you got to get a better attitude. You can't give me attitude when I'm asking your name and you say, no, it's McGillicuddy. Excuse me. I call it McGillicuddy. You want to try to say I pronounced it wrong? McGillicuddy. That just sounds dumb, McGillicuddy. You know what I mean? You should change it to McGillicuddy. It just sounds better, No,
it's McGillicuddy.
All right. McGillicuddy. attitude. Anyway, who's next? You know what? Let's stop doing this where I'm randomly calling off. I want you guys to go one by one down the line. You tell me your name, you tell me your specialty, and what you think you could bring to the varsity squad this year. You're wearing gray. You start going at color, then all of a sudden you got an issue. 2022. What do we have next? Magoo over here. Your name is Magoo? You know? What's your first name? Terrence Magoo. I could see it. I could see the Magoo. The Terrence part, I didn't see that one, but you're definitely a friggin' Magoo. All right, Magoo, what are you doing over there? I'm seeing you as a forward. Are you going to be boxing people out? Staying out of the key. I don't want 3 in the key. You keep yourself out of that key. You know what I mean? But you rebound. You pass it to the outside to our Steph Curry. 4 out of 10. You know what I mean? All right, so that's good. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Terrence. Friggin' Magoo. What do we got next? Larry Thomas? You look more like Lawrence Taylor. Like you could probably go and take the quarterback out, and we win the game. Okay, so LT. I'm gonna call you LT because I like that. Larry Taylor, you're LT. LT, what do you got? You know, I may have you be a backup center, LT. We need a guy in there who's going to throw an elbow or two, take out some teeth, all right? Look, if you get pulled during the game and they say,
Why would you play like that?
if you blame me for it, I'll throw you under the bus. I would never, ever lose my job, but I will tell you this. If you don't take out a tooth or two, I'm benching you. No, I'm benching you, but you can't rat me out. Remember, you can't rat me out because that's not good, and I'll just say I have no idea what you're talking about. You're just a terrible student. Yeah, no, that's what I'm going to do. Joanne, could you help me? I'm running out of room here. I'm only like halfway through. I'm about to get to Michael Jordan over here. Game day. All right, Jordan, what's your deal? Your name's freaking Jordan? Like, literally, Michael Jordan? Your parents named you Michael Jordan? I mean, everybody liked him. I get it. But you came out here dressed like Michael Jordan? Yeah, my name's Michael Jordan, and I came out dressed like Michael Jordan here to try out for the freaking team. Let me guess, you play like Michael Jordan. You play like Michael Jordan? That I gotta see. I don't think you play like Michael Jordan. Let's just say, thinks he plays like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's the GOAT, all right? LeBron? He's crap. Are you kidding me? Me. What's his finals record? What's Jordan's? Rest my freaking case. You ever seen a freaking person glide through the air and just stay up there while everybody else comes down to planet Earth? Just defying gravity? We call him Michael Jordan. Yeah. No, not you. You're the crap Michael Jordan. I'm talking about like the real deal Michael Jordan. That one is gonna do it. You know what I mean? He's gonna come out there, he's gliding through the air. Look, it's me dunking. Can you dunk this Michael? No, you see, I knew you couldn't. You're a crap Michael Jordan. There's a legend GOAT Michael Jordan. And it's not you. You know,
I mean, my parents named me Michael Jordan.
you should freaking punch your parents next time you see them. What are you doing to me? Those are some shoes to fill. You know, I'm out there doing it. And people are like, oh, I wonder if he's going to dunk and glide through the air, do a kiss the rim. Shh. Not that Michael Jordan. He's a crapperoo. All right, I'm putting crapperoo next to your name, Michael. I loved who you were named after. He was really good. Too bad you couldn't get any of the talent with the name. That would have been something. So we're putting crap next to your name, Jordan. You know. Oh, we have a lady. Oh, you're transgender. All right. So I'm sorry, I'm just trying to understand. So you were a she, and now is it right to say that now you were, or just you always were? I don't really get it. I don't get it. I'm just going to put down that you're a girl, and that we have a girl on the team. No, that's the way I have to write it. Because you freaking girl, you know? Like, you're definitely sitting the bench, just saying. I got you next to Michael Jordan, the crap one. And then we got LT next to you. And you're a girl. You know? Like, I get it.
I'm Leah Thomas.
You want to do a Leah Thomas deal, but reverse style, where you were the girl and then now you want to become the guy and go and play with Michael freaking Jordan. You could probably beat this Michael Jordan because he's friggin' crap, you know? But let me tell you something. What's your name, first of all? No, I want to know what your name was before you became whatever the frig you are now. Okay, what were you born? When you were born, your name was LaQuisha. There we go. Thank you. LaQuisha what? Andrews? LaQuisha Andrews. Thank you. So what's your name now, LaQuisha? What did you change your name to now? Lonnie. Lonnie. That works. Lonnie Andrews. I get it. But you're a chick, you know? Look, this is varsity boys basketball. I don't know what frig you're thinking. There's a girls basketball team. Go play with them. You probably dominate because you've been taking the hormones already. So now you dominate and you're dunking. Woo! You're throwing it down with them, but you're still a girl, so like you could still make babies. You know?
I'm a guy. I was born as a...
No, you're a freaking girl. You making babies, you're a girl. I just want to prove something to you, okay? I wrote it down here before because I didn't even realize you were here, but I wrote this down as a life lesson, LaQuisha. What's that? Oh, sorry, Lonnie. Yeah, I forgot. I have to call you by the name you want to be called. Yeah, so Lonnie. There we go, Lonnie. So I can't call you what I want to call you. I have to call you what you want to call. Okay, I want you to call me Mr. Magnificent, okay, Lonnie? I'm Mr. Magnificent instead of Mr. Mac, okay? Mr. Magnificent. You call me Mr. Magnificent every time you refer to me, every time you say, oh, Mr. Magnificent, I wanted to see, can I get some playing time? Oh, Mr. Magnificent, can I stop doing the suicides you're about to freaking run me through for the next 45 minutes? Oh, Mr. Magnificent, I can't make the next game. Yep, and you're never playing again. If you tell me, LaQuisha, sorry, Lonnie, if you tell me you can't make a game, you're done forever. We don't tolerate students who say,
I don't feel like playing today because I have my thing.
well, I thought you were a guy. I thought you were a guy and you were doing it without the 1-2 Magoo situation. But you're there now taking time off because you're not feeling well this month, right here at this time of the month, every month. I miss a game once a month. What the frig's going on? I feel uncomfortable playing with the boys during that day. But I thought you were a boy. What's going on over here? LaQuisha. Look, LaQuisha, I just want you to understand. Sorry, Lonnie. Lonnie, I just want you to understand something, okay? You're a girl, and in 100 years, someone's going to come across your bones, And you're one of two things at that point. They're going to say, oh, look, we found bones. This is a girl, or this is a boy. Not this is a freaking tiger man. This is a horse man. Oh, look, this is a cat man. Oh, look, this is a non-binary social plus XYZ chromosome situation guy. You're one or you're the other. So you can complicate things as much as you want, LaQuisha, 2022. But when you do that, you just create division in this world. I'm just letting you know that. You come out pretending that you're trying out for the varsity team as a guy when you still haven't transitioned. We're here waiting for the transition. What time is it? Is it going to happen? What time are you transitioning at? Is it tonight? Because it kind of has to be. You're here trying to do I'm a guy deal, even though you're freaking clearly LaQuisha still. Fine, you want me to call you Lonnie, but you're still freaking LaQuisha. Hold on a minute. Oh! Sorry about that, LaQuisha. There's a fly in the room. And when there's a fly in the gym, I gotta smack it with my freaking clipboard. So LaQuisha has an attitude, still hasn't transitioned, and she wants to play with the boys. Oh, and she thinks she's a boy, was born as a boy, and just has girl parts, can make babies. But she feels like she's a boy, so she's Lonnie now. Lonnie. And what's my name, Lonnie? Thank you. Mr. Magnificent, that's right. I'm doing it. I don't come out here and expect you to call me Mr. M or Mr. McMagglelivin. I'm asking you for Mr. Magnificent. Because you're asking me for Lonnie when you're freaking clearly LaQuisha still. You know? Anyway, let's get back to this one. What's next on the list there? We got 2. I'm dealing with a double-decker. Okay, on the ground. What's your name? Philip Morris. So hopefully you don't go the route of your great-great-granddaddy and, create a drug that just keeps people, smoking and dying young. And then you're just sending them over to the big pharma after, to get the medicazione. Philip Morris. What's your specialty, Philip? Wearing neon freaking shorts? I'm a neon shorts guy. Look, I get it. Philip, you want to go out there and make a scene. You want to go out there and you want people to say,
Oh, look at that guy with his stupid freaking neon shorts.
you got it, buddy. You got it. All right, we're going to put you in at point guard, okay? Shooting. No, LaQuisha, you can't get any playing time at this point because you've not transitioned yet. You are not eligible for the draft. Not eligible to play at this time, unfortunately. But once you get a waiver, fully transitioned. Great, Lonnie's on the team. But right now, you're freaking LaQuisha. All right, let's see. We're moving forward here. Who do we got behind you with the guns? Let's go. What do you got, Guns McGee? Your name's Guns McGee? Are you kidding me? You coming out here with the guns? Guns McGee here. So, Guns, what do you got over there besides some friggin' guns? You can shoot hoops? All right, I'll work with that. I'm going to put you as an outside, like small forward, because we need a shooter inside that can drop him from about 12 to 15. Can you do that? I knew you could, Guns. Guns can do it. All right. We're doing it. We're moving forward. What do we got? What's your name? No, I'll take you on the ground. What's your name? Jared? Don't tell me it's Kushner. I know you look like him, but don't tell me it's Kushner. Kishner? Jared Kishner. All right. We got a Jared Kishner over here. What are you good at, Jared? Taxes? What the I need a guy who can play basketball. You're talking about doing your accounting. I get it. I'm glad that you work on your math. You're going to be ready to make millions. But do me a favor, Kirshner, all right? What can you do on the court? Water boy. I get it. Kirshner is the water boy. But you're scheming. You're planning out the next business for the team, which I like. Businessman. We got a businessman on the team with Kirshner. Just like Jared Kushner. We're doing it together. Here we go. Okay, who's standing up? You look like you're about to sneeze. Do you need a tissue? Because we're here. We're trying to do it. We're trying to get to understand and just understand who you are. I want to know who you are, Walter, don't talk from behind your hands, Walter. That's rude. Walter, what's your freaking last name? Schniff? I can't hear you. I'm sorry. You're talking into your hand. Schmidtson? Schmid? Can somebody tell me what he's freaking saying? Stewartson. Walter Stewartson. Great. Freaking hard to hear you through your stupid hand. I'm going to put you as, I don't know, guy who farted and doesn't want to smell it. So he puts his hand in front of his nose. Maybe we'll throw you in a guard every once in a while. Definitely not point guard. I don't want you at point because you got your freaking hand over your face. That's no good when we're trying to score points, you know what I mean? So anyway, let's move forward. Who else we got over here? I'm dealing with the Smiley. Who you got, Smiley? Malik? I like it. What do we got, Malik? Malik what? Malik Fills. Malik feels like doing what, buddy? What can you do out there, Malik? Malik's going to be rebounding for us as a small forward. Malik fills the slot as our small. Malik, I got a good feeling about you. I got a good feeling about Malik because he's got a smile on his face. And when you're dealing with someone who's positive on a basketball court, getting things done, that's when you win championships. When you got a Malik on the team, smiling is freaking from ear to ear, ear to ear. All right, who's next? What do we got? Another one with the guns. Tommy Guns? Really? You need Tommy Guns. What the frick? Tommy Guns. All right, Tommy Guns. I'm gonna just put you in a freaking small forward. I don't really care anymore. We got 3 more people here. Can we go through this one quick? I'm getting kind of sick of all you guys. Like, I've been in school all day. Doing the history thing, you know? I'm there. Mr. McLavin-Riven, can you help me with this query? Query. Look, I was there doing an Indiana Jones investigation in the middle of Costa Rica, and I got a call for this stupid gig, and they're asking Mr. McLavin-Riven,
Can you help me with this query?
you shut your friggin' hole with the query crap. McLavin-Riven's gonna take the rest of the day off. I got varsity friggin' tryouts. All right? But remember, McRaven really is like, I'm actually okay with helping people, you know what I mean? But you gotta put in a request. Don't just show up at my freaking door.
Miss Raven, can you help me with this query?
I don't freaking want to help people with queries when they come walking into the room. I want a formal request, $5 in Venmo, and McRaven-Riven's gonna come out there and give you that help for the freaking query, you know? But when you're in the middle of a class going through your Indiana Jones jungle expedition and sharing it with all of your colleagues, this is a proud moment for a guy who was in the middle of Costa Rica with spiders and scorpions and other crap, you know? And drug dealers, I got through it. McRaven-Riven. All right, guys, so listen, what do we got left? I got a three-peat over there. I'm just gonna call you guys Harry, Mo, and Joe. Harry, Mo, and Joe. I don't freaking care what your names. I really don't care anymore. I'm getting tired. I told you, I had a long day. Okay? I mean, I'm not like pretending that I just came in and hanging out on the freaking back porch, smoking stogies with my buddies, drinking Budweisers. But you have to remember that this is a long day for a history teacher who's going through, this. Today we were talking about the Roman Empire. And when I'm doing Roman Empire stuff, I get tired. Caesar, et tu, Brute, we're doing an et tu, Brute, and you are trying to get McRaven-Riven to just give you more time here, and I don't need more introductions. Larry, Mo, and Joe. Now, Joe, you look like a Joe with the stupid white t-shirt like that. I got you down, Joe. Joe says he could dunk too. Joe, I appreciate the dunking because we don't have that many dunkers. We got the 5'2" Spud Webb dude, and you, I guess. Other people, we're gonna work on your ups. All right. Steroids. Look, if you're not willing to take them for the betterment of the team, they have to question, how much you really want it.
Oh, I want to do it naturally, Coach.
That's so 1927, you know what I mean? Like, we're talking about 2022. We're talking about getting the competitive edge, like what LaQuisha's trying to do. We're trying to get the competitive edge here against the competition on all levels, So juicing, remember, juice it up, everybody. Make sure you call your guy and get him to give you that special stuff that allows you to turn into freaking LT. Did you guys see LT? Look, right over there, 2 down from freaking LaQuisha is LT dealing with the juice situation there. And green shirts. Green shirt over there? He's been doing the juicy to juice. And I get it. He wants to be able to have that edge. He wants to be able to see if he can win and get the high school championship. It's worth it, guys. It's worth it to become jacked. And health, who the freak cares? State championship! We did it together. And it's because you juiced. Remember that. I'm gonna make a note here, but I can't, you know what I mean? Because I'm gonna just say something different, like the team wants to get jacked up. Maybe that's not good. No, we're not gonna say jacked up. Hold on a minute. The team wants a steady supply of juice. That works. The team wants a steady supply of juice. You guys just want juice. You know, I get it. After the game, you want a little orange juice, you know, because calcium and vitamin C to lift you back up a level. So that's what we're going to do. We wrote it down here, but we know that it's a juice, meaning like you're going to call your guy who's got that special stuff that Schwarzenegger used to use before the freaking Mr. Olympians, you know? That's the guy that we're looking for here. And remember, you just have to make sure you don't have tests, and if you do, you ask a friend for their blood. All right? Is it blood? What are we doing? I don't really know. Guys, remember, this is all on you. I'm not involved in that decision. I don't think, you know, it's my decision to make. I'm just saying, like, if you don't do it, you're going to be benched. You know? If you don't do it, you won't have the competitive edge. And how much, I mean, like, really? We almost won the world, you know, the state championship last year. Almost won it. But you guys didn't want to juice. You know? It's like, I'm throwing the freaking clipboard at this point. Yeah? Like, you guys don't want to juice? No, I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to pick it up. I just wanted to make a point, all right? It had to be an enthusiastic reminder that you have to want it. You have to want to Barry Bonds it, okay? You think Barry Bonds, and your head may get as big as Green Shirt's shirt. And that works for the championship. Remember, your health effects in the future, you signed a disclaimer at the very beginning that I can't be held liable for any health defects, me or the pharmaceutical companies, just like with the Bugaboo. You know, look, they have blanket coverage, and so do I. So you can't get mad at me when something happens and your head's the size of a freaking, you know, pumpkin. People start calling you Pumpkinhead, and not in like where it's Halloween. Anyway, all right, guys, I got everything I need to know about you. We're ready for freaking suicides. Let's go. Yeah, and we freaking blew him out of the water. Now, you knew I was going to do it when I told those kids how to take to the freaking hole, and they listened. That's why I'm McLavin Riven, you know? Oh. Hello? Yeah, this is Coach McLavin Riven. Thank you. Thank you. Now, it was a phenomenal team effort led by me, of course, because my tutelage is why we won the state championship. Division leader. Yeah. Yeah, no, the legacy, 7th generation, totally. Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to next year. Are you serious? Yeah, look. That's going to go down the family freaking crest right there, you know? Like, my entire life, one of the McLavin Rivens has been hoping to be chosen for, you know, Team USA to do it. So, yeah, that's not even a question. Like, I'm in. Where am I going to go? Who's on the team this year? LeBron? He freaking stinks. Are you kidding me? He's such a freaking baby. Can you give me someone like a winner? I want a winner, somebody who's not going to give up in the third quarter. Is like,
Well, the team looks like we lost today, guys.
I'm thinking maybe a guy who fights to the last freaking shot. Can you bring Kobe back? No, I didn't think that was real. I was just asking. So who else do we got? Melo? No, I'm good with Melo. I like Carmelo. He's a good shooter. He doesn't pass very much, but we'll work on that. You know? CP3, no, I can do with CP3 works, point guarding it, you know. And, you know, is there anybody else like that you think is really a hot shot on the team? Wait, are you freaking kidding me? I got gold. I got Steph Curry shooting him from freaking half court. Swish. Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, no, we got this. I don't even have to freaking say a word, except for LeBron, because he just freaking, you know, if you don't get on his case, he's going to start crying halfway through. He's like a little baby stubbing his toe. 6'9". Yeah, and his stupid shoes. Yeah, brand. This is a specific brand. Yeah, no, he hates America. I can't figure it out. Look, that's fine. I don't really care if we get the gold, and then he can just, you know, that's something he can deal with God in the long term. Yeah, no, just send the first class plane ticket here, you know. I'm doing it, Hollywood style. Yeah. Look, when you win the state championship, they send you to friggin' Hollywood, and you're doing it, you know. Anyway, look, I appreciate you. I'm on the job. I'm looking forward to friggin' putting the pedal to the metal. LeBron, I may have to put him on the friggin' bench. Anybody else that I should know is like really good that we could put in instead of LeBron? Yeah, but Russell Westbrook is like a sixth man type of guy, right? Look, that's just from me. That's my opinion. He's a sixth man type of guy, you know? Like you guys want to try to get someone else in there. Yeah, that's my existence right now. Anyway, listen, I'm going to grab my clipboard. Yeah. Look, I kind of feel a little weird without my clipboard here, you know? I appreciate you giving me the gig, but here, even when I'm here just taking a little R&R, if I'm not on the phone talking basketball and I have my freaking clipboard, to do clipboard in it, you know, then that just feel off. So look, I appreciate it. I will be packing my clipboard, and I'll see you there, Team USA. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm honored. McLavin Riven, you've made it. Mom, get Dad's ashes. I got to tell you both something. Speakerphone it, okay? Open up the top and just put speakerphone. All right, the McLavin Rivens have arrived. Team USA, I got the coaching job, head coach. No, they sent Phil Jackson home. They're like, look, we have McLavin Riven, and now I'm in. Yeah, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James. Yeah, I know he stinks, but we have other people that are good, you know, like CP3, we have Chris Paul, and we also have Steph Curry. He's shooting, you know, threes from across the court. McLavin Riven. Yeah, did Dad hear? You know, Mom, I asked you to open up the freaking top, and so at least he could hear it in there and in the ether. You know, because I did it. I did it for the McLavin Rivens. I'm the seventh generation, and the first McLavin Riven to actually become a head coach of USA team, you know? But yeah, I know I have LeBron James. That's going to be the only tough thing, you know, because he's a whiner and a baby. He gives up in like the first quarter right after he freaking misses the first shot of the game. I get it. No, I know he's a freight train. He's like, there's no finesse. I totally get it. No, I know. Michael Jordan's the GOAT. You don't have to tell me that, Mom. What does Dad think? You can't ask him to, from the afterlife, you know, deal in the urn, to say that. McLavin Rivens, we have the ability to jump across time, space, and, you know, death, so to speak. Get the sixth generations before. I want you to all be sitting around for this one. Mom, get and line them all up. Okay, open the tops, each and every one of them. Great granddaddy McLavin Riven? Yeah, get him on. I wanted to say hello to him and tell him what I accomplished for the family. 6 generations, you know, number 7. Sometimes it's 7 times the charm, you know? Like, Mom, you know, not for nothing, they did a good job, but like, you know, Marty McLavin Riven was a good coach, but when you're talking about Mark McLavin Riven, you know, that one, doing it. Except for the LeBron thing. I know. So look, I'm going to go and get ready. I'm going to go pack. I just want to let you know the good news. And, you know, if you could get a seance going, that would be a good way. I'd really love to have like a real meeting of the minds. Okay. What do you think the move of the game should be? You know, I want to ask old man Marty McLavin Riven what he thinks. Should we do a pick and roll? Should we do the, you know, hook shot? Oh, look, it's the baby hook. It's freaking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar style, you know? Like, I kind of need an old school approach. So maybe third generations, we go back to Chester McLavin Riven and see what he thinks. Like, that would be good. Hold on a second, Mom. Let me check my clipboard real quick and see. Yeah, you know what? We could also see what Edmund McLavin Riven had to say about it. Because, you know, he used to do that really, like, it was kind of like that weird post-up type of deal. Hakeem Olajuwon style. You know, it's like Hakeem stole it from the McLavin Riven family. Yeah. No, Mom, I think my clipboard says that. Yeah, that it's probably going to make a lot of sense to have Edmund get involved on this one. So, seance. Yeah, just call, you know, you could call Whoopi Goldberg. She's good at it. She did it. ghost style, and then we can do it. We can get all the information, and before you know it, we're going in there and winning a gold. No, I know I have LeBron James, and that's my challenge. But what if I get somebody else in there, Like, well, we're going to work that part out, Mom. I don't care about that right now. What I care about is that McLavin ribbons have arrived. That's right. Yeah. And I'm going to hope to get you tickets, okay, to at least one of the games or practice or a scrimmage. All right. Yeah. Or I'll shoot a video and send it to you. If you could play it for all 6 generations, Mom, I'd really appreciate it, And let me know what they think, seance style. Take some notes on your clipboard, and then you could read them back to me. Yeah. No, I love you too, Mom. I know. McLavin ribbons rule. I know. Yeah. Okay. So love you, Mom. All right. Bye. Marty McLavin ribbon. He was good. But you can't deal when you got Mark McLavin ribbon, Oh, goodness. I wish I had somebody to celebrate this with, though, except for my clipboard. I have my clipboard to celebrate with. That's the thing. So people are like,
I need a friend. I gotta go out and get a drink.
I got a freaking clipboard, Sometimes when you're winning, and you're doing a Charlie Sheen, winning, but you got a clipboard, So that's what life is about. That's where it all comes together. Yeah. What's that, Joanne? Yeah, she's not here tonight. I was hoping when I said, Joanna, she'd be back there. But she's not here tonight, Here alone. With my clipboard. Anyway, I think I have to go pack my clipboard. All right, guys. Look. I know you're used to doing whatever, like your stars and all, but I just got the upgrade. All right. I did such a great job with the varsity team. They're like, you interested in maybe just being the coach for the Olympic squad? I've done it. So I'm here tonight. We're just going to go over your strengths and weaknesses. And I'm sorry, LeBron, but I see a freaking spider over there climbing up my shin. I'm not really sure I should allow that disgustingness to take place. That's a friggin'... That is a friggin' spider on my shin! What do I do about that, huh, Russell? Russell, can you do me a favor and, I don't know, can you get it? Because I don't know how to get it. He's coming at me. Look, it's a friggin' spider coming near my hand, my shin. I gotta drop you. He's right there. I don't want to go near him, though. So, look, my shand is okay. Thank you very much, Russell, for nothing, I expected you to help. You're the, the key guy on the team. Some people call you the 6th man. Just some people don't get fresh. You got an attitude, So, LeBron, look, I just got something to say to you. Don't give me a freaking look like that, all right? I'm here. I'm doing the clipboard deal, all right? So let's talk about you for a moment. I was looking at your statistics in the NBA Finals. Not too impressive, Michael Jordan, the guy that some people are like, who's better? Much better than you when it comes to the finals, I know you think you're great and all, but it's like a freaking train running through the middle of the court. And then when you run into someone, you splatter them, and it's like a video game all of a sudden. Where Jordan was he'd float over somebody, and when they turn around, they're like, where's Jordan? In the air, he's doing one of these with his tongue out, and he does it. And he scored that 2-pointer. Look, guys, I am the most qualified for this gig, all right? We took a varsity squad that was just kind of brought them to the championships, and we won clearly because I wouldn't be the USA coach if I wasn't the world champ of at least my division there in Southern Cross, Indiana. Yeah. Look, I'm going to look again at my clipboard here. I just want to say, Russell, I think you need to work out a little. You're looking like if you've been eating a lot of milkshakes. I say eating because when you swallow a milkshake, it's like you're eating the calories. Look it up. It's a real thing, Russell. You should get a nutritionist. I'm just telling you. All right, guys, what I want you to do is I want you to start acting like you really care about America. Okay, especially you, LeBron. I know you're like, bah, 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 look at me. You're a freaking multi-millionaire. You could be an example and say how much you love America. How about that right now? Can we do that? I want to just put it on here in the clipboard that you said you loved America 100%. Can we get that from you? LeBron, prima donnas, you know. I get it, LeBron.
I got a big contract. I have my own shoe. I won a world championship.
But yeah, but how many did you lose? You know, like that's what we really want to talk about is how many you lost. Because at the end of the day, winning is one thing, LeBron. But how many times did you lose? Sorry, I ran out of ink. You know, Carmelo, just wanted to tell you you're looking good over here. Okay, sorry, I forgot my glasses today, Carmelo. Carmelo, I want you to pull up at 18 and friggin' swish it right now. Let's go. Carmelo, what are you doing? You're making me look bad. I'm here first day in it, you know? First day on the gig. Coach McLavin-Riven. And I expected you to be like down with the support. He's mellow. I thought they called you mellow. Yeah. Oh, we call him mellow until he's on the court with Coach McLavin-Riven. McLavin-Riven. Say it with me, all right? LeBron, you're a guy. You're very good at reading a script. Ready? Here we go. McLavin-Riven. See, LeBron nailed it. You know, you guys are all friggin' toast. You're like, McLavin-Riven? You call me Coach Mac. That's fine. We were established that in the varsity squad level. And that's before I took him to the championships. Yeah, LeBron, we won. Unlike you. I'm just saying, look, we're going to win this USA championship because I'm a winner. LeBron, you're a loser most of the time. I mean, you won a couple times. But, like, don't whine about it. You know what I mean? Like, I got to whatever over there, you know? 6'9" and just, like, humble. You know? You're doing it. I forgot I'm out of ink over here. Ah, geez. So, Russell, look, I want you to be the point on this run, okay? We're going to see how you do. Again, nutritionist, I want you to really get that nutritionist, okay? Because you're looking a little plump there these days. Steph, draining it all day. You know, Steph, we had a guy, Hamilton, that was doing it. Hamilton was dropping threes and also dunkarooing it. We had a Dunkaroo guy. It was, I think, McGillicuddy. I forget now. I mean, look, it was a long time ago. No, I know it was a season ago, guys, but look, I'm just like whatever about it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm ready for the next one. I can't focus on the past. I'm looking into the future with you, LeBron, winning again. You know what I mean?
Let's be winners again. I'm the GOAT.
Are you really? The GOATs win. I'm just saying. So look, I got the clipboard. And on that clipboard, there is a specific set of directions here that I have to follow, but also I'm still supposed to fill in a little Q&A about you. Like, Steph, what's the longest jump shot you've ever made? The full court? Jump shot? Like, you didn't toss it, like, overarm, like, ran it 55 times until you got it right? You did a full quarter? Jeez. Guys, we got some special blood in this freaking gym right now. Minus LeBron. Just kidding, LeBron, you're great. Except for those losses, you know. Remember, it's not the wins that matter, LeBron. It's the losses that you fail to calculate when you finally get the win. You know. Anyway, Steph, you're doing it back there. You're a winner, 100%. And you know my favorite thing about you, Steph, is I wish you did a little bit more of this, LeBron. Like, you're good enough to do it. You just don't do it. I don't know why you don't do it. But, like, Steph will pull up and be like, whoop, shoot it. And he'll just be like, I'm out. I'll see you later. Go and get freaking Wendy's. He's down the court already. Swish. Everybody's like, what the? That's Steph Curry doing it? Yeah. Steph Curry just walking off like he just knows. As soon as he says, oh, I'm out of here, guys. I'm going to go back. I just want to take a break for a second. I'm going to take a little breath. Why, Steph, we need you on defense. What if you miss? Excuse me? I turned and ran. I didn't look. It's like when I do a no-look bowl. Sometimes I'll throw the freaking ball when I'm bowling, and I come up. I bring the ball up here like a freaking Big Lebowski style. And I'm coming in like the Jesus. Oh, nobody ever did Jesus. I throw the ball down. I'm spinnerooing it, right? Strike. But guess where I am? I'm back there freaking having a beer. I got a strike? Yeah, I could hear it. You know, explosion. LeBron, you don't know what that's like. Oh, actually, no, you do, but it took you. Anyway, guys, Carmelo, I really, like I said, this would be the time for you to do the duck and pin / pick and roll. All right, I want you to do that. You pass it, then out to Steph, sinks it. We got a 3-pointer every time, guys. He turns and walks. Shh, out of here. We know, Steph. Just freaking do it. You don't have to tell us. Oh, guys, guys, enough. We gotta go back to. Yeah, we know. Oh, guys, you're not even like shooting it anymore. You're just like ready. You're running before you even throw the ball. You're still making it. What is that about? Steph, I'm impressed. You know, do more of that. I have that on the clipboard. That you need to do more, Steph, of just the shoot and run. You know, and also like run and shoot. Apparently, look, when Coach McLavin got the call, I was ready to take on the responsibility of head coach. That's right, head coach. Phil Jackson stepped down. He said, look, I can't even like shine a light on McLavin. I can't even shine a light on him. So you guys got the best now, McLavin, Riven. I'm doing it, Coach Mac, you know. No, sorry, LeBron, I was just counting the losses again. Anyway, guys, look, Carmelo, let's see. I want to see you pass the ball. Hey, look, do you know how to do that? I'm just saying, you know, like, we're here expecting, like, a pass every once in a while. Every time Carmelo gets the ball, it's like, well, shoot. We know you know how to freaking shoot. How about a pass? You know, I'm just saying. And hey, look, Chris, CP3, whatever. Are you gonna like dunkaroo it? Sometimes you don't dunk, and I need a dunk on here on the clipboard. It says we need more dunks from Chris Paul. I'm gonna just erase it and push. We need more dunk. I'm taking out the yes. We're going like on it. We need more dunk from Chris Paul. CP3, you're out there doing it. Dunkaroo. We got the guy coming with the vanilla Dunkaroos. That's my favorite kind. Guys, look, when we mention something on the show, there's a sponsorship situation going on, and we all get a cut. LeBron gets the biggest cut because he's the biggest star. Anyway, guys, look, McLavin Ribbon, I'm here to take you to victory. So what you need to do at this point is do a freaking sprint. I want to see you do some freaking, suicides. What do you mean you don't do that in the NBA?
Well, we got big contracts. We don't do suicides anymore.
You do suicides, freaking McLavin Ribbon. All right? I'll be on the sideline looking at the clipboard. And I want to see some real action out of you guys, okay? Especially you, LeBron. There's a reason Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan are probably the GOATs. You know what I mean? They worked. They did the work, Anyway, look, we're here. We're doing it. And I think I'm just going to tally the offense and defense. I'm going to tally your points over there, LeBron. And remember, the rebounds and the assists do matter, LeBron, but I'm looking for some finesse. I want you to do some gliding through the air, but also with some, tongue out. You're doing it Michael Jordan style, and then when you're doing it with the hands, it's like, man, that looks like a piece of artwork. It looks like it's freaking flowing in the ocean. What is that? It's called Air freaking Jordan, which you're not, all right? Look, you're good. You're very good. Probably top 5, top 7, top 5, top 3. Just not number 1. It's a Michael Jordan number 1. Sorry. Seen them both. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to take you out of the freaking court. You're taking out the court. Michael Jordan's floating over the court. Doing it. Guys, let's not focus on LeBron's losses, okay? Let's focus on the potential of this USA team where we have 4 winners and LeBron, And that's a good team. That's a great team right there. And, yeah. Yeah, I've tallied it today, guys. I'll be on the sideline. Suicides, remember, I want a double-decker style on the suicides because you had that attitude about how you don't do an NBA style. We're here doing an NBA USA connection with the European Union Basketball Federation with the Russian Federation of Basketball Athletics, Realtor, and they have vodka. Turkey, they're there too. They're playing. Spain, they're in it. You know, you guys have to, step up. Yeah, no, President Xi-hole will be there because China will be there. He's a Xi-hole. Look, LeBron, I know you are like fond of the way things are being run in China. I get it. But really, he's a Xi-hole. Everything he says comes out of one Xi-hole, and he has another Xi-hole. And his last name is Xi-hole. Really, they tried to cut it down so people would be like, oh, he's President Xi-hole. No, I know LeBron. I made that up. I'm doing it here. I wrote it down, actually, before on the clipboard. So anyway, guys, I'll be here on the sideline while you're doing your suicides, and then we're doing a 2-on-2 with a 1-on-1 aspect, where there's going to be 2 guys coming at each of you from the side, and you got to figure out how to just navigate, all right? It's a new thing. We're working on it. This is a McLavin Ribbon special, we call it, and it's patented. So it works. Yeah, when you get a patent, it's because the freaking patent office went through the research and said, this thing's,
We did the research, did the calculations.
and this looks like this works here. We're going to give a patent on this. McLavin Ribbon special. 2-2-on-1. No, Russell, I get that you're used to those things in a more of a different scenario. We're talking about basketball. It's not a sexual thing, all right? Thanks for coming. And even here it says it. Look, the 2-2-on-1 is the McLavin Ribbon special, you see? Yeah, you made me snort again. That happened on the varsity level as well. Guys, I'm excited about this. I'm excited about the union between these 5, we'll say 5. You are goatish potential. Just Air Jordan. We had on the varsity level, guys, I just want to share this quick story so you know. We had a Michael Jordan. Yeah. But he was crap. Like everybody's like, oh, Michael Jordan, he's on the squad. He wore the freaking clothes. LeBron, check this out. Michael Jordan, not the real, Michael Jordan shows up to the gym for the games. We had uniforms that were orange and brown, and he'd show up with red and black, doing the Jordan style. And he put the knee brace. His knee was fine. Yeah, no, Chris, his knee was fine, And he's like, I'm wearing the knee brace. He had the knee brace. The worst freaking basketball player in history. The newspapers used to write, Michael Jordan sucks. And he didn't even play in the game. They was like, Michael Jordan sucks. There was a backlash from the, PR from the real Michael Jordan. They're like, what is this about? Michael Jordan's the greatest of all time. And I was like, yes, he is. Sorry, LeBron. So anyway, look, remember, backlash from there's only one Air Jordan, there's only one greatest of all time, and sorry, I just had to wipe away a couple of tears here that LeBron shed. LeBron, I get it, you started thinking about how you have, I know. You want to be the greatest. I think if you got the most points of all time, what the freak does that mean? You just played more years than somebody else, what I mean? That doesn't mean a thing, okay? You just can't glide through the air like Jordan. You can't finesse somebody like Jordan. And they just spin-a-roo. You come around the other side, shot. Swish. Now you can do the swisheroo. I've seen you do that from about 72. Just not as far as Steph. Steph, you're the guy. Anyway, guys, look, I'm not Chris, I'm not trying to get down on LeBron. It's just that he's, Whiny McGee. Can we call him Whiny McGee? Is that? Can we do that? Are we allowed to? LeBron. Chris, right? You can't call me Whiny McGee. What do you want? Yeah, LeBron. Look, I'm going to write down on the clipboard. Insolent.
Yeah, I should just take a picture of you. I should shoot a snapshot of you, LeBron. Me? Did I do that? Yeah! You did! We're trying to win a championship here. World championship. USA trophy. Might I say, like a call from God in order to win for the nation? To bring back, the American way. No, LeBron, that's a good thing. I know, Chris. Like, someone's got to jock him, what the real world is about. And it's not CNN, MSNBC, those things. You got to get away from it all. All right, find something positive, bud. Find something positive. Look, I clipboards awful. Like, what do you... Yeah, I don't know what you want me to do, Like, I'm here, I'm doing it, And I gotta go! Yeah, no, that's right, LeBron, it's bowling night. Yeah, right. You think you can out-bowl me? I'm like the Jesus out there, and dude, I like Big Lebowski, You guys, somehow, okay. Do you have your own bowling balls? Yes. Bowling balls. Okay. Well, then meet us out there, LeBron. Winner buys the beer. How about that? No, I don't drink beer either. I was just trying to do something, confrontational, and, what do you find? You call it. How much? Can we do like a fraction of that? 1/99? Like 1/99th of that? Yeah. I mean, that I could probably do. Actually, can we just do I beat you? One of those things where it's just we're men and you won, or I beat you, LeBron James. Just some freaking dude who thinks he could throw a bowling ball better than me. McLavin ribbon. First of all, I think you don't even know. You didn't look into the College World Series handbook. I was All-American in '74. McLavin ribbon. I was up against Bill Murray, Kingpin, and we came away with a championship. And look, when you do it, McLavin ribbon, and I was there, and I held up my hand like this for the trophy that they use today, PBA style. McLavin ribbon. Guys, when you give back to a piece of history, and they use it's like a Jerry West thing where he's doing the basketball thing. Look, it's Jerry West. McLavin ribbon. I'm holding the ball. Yeah. When you're a PBA champion from '74 to '93 consecutively, And then LeBron James comes and he says, I can beat you. You're going to beat me. You can't beat me, LeBron. McLavin ribbon. I would say, I guess, a little rusty. I was world champion just from '74 to '92. I kind of gave up for the last 20. So maybe you got a shot. How many 300 games do you have?
McLavin ribbon is a douche. Totally true. Old Sid, how are you, bud? So look, as you guys see scattered around me, some beat seats. So I just built 4 beat seats yesterday and today, and just finished them, just sprayed them. And I'm going to show them to you real quick before we call it a night. Thank you for watching that crazy, stupid feature film of Worst Coach Ever, where I ripped on LeBron James for an extraordinary amount of time. Kathy, how are you? So good to see you. Andrea, so good to see you. So let me show you guys these beat seats. So right here, this is an adult model. And these are all sprayed to be for the special needs autistic. They're all multicolored. So you have orange on the top, red on the face, and then this is yellow or gold. This side is blue, this side is green, which is going to be hard to see. Actually, you can see it. It's green, and then the back is yellow. So this is the adult model. Put this here. And then right next to this adult model, you'd have someone who's a music therapist sitting on this beat seat. And a child sitting on this one. This is the junior beat seat. Same color coordination, blue, green, orange, red, and yellow. And so when you have them, you can sit with your child, you could sit with your patient. And here's another one, another junior. Same exact coordination, the green, blue, orange, red, and yellow. And then this one will be mine that I'll demo what the beat seat does and how it plays. Oops. So that is the other adult model. So 2 adult models and 2 children's models. And they will be showcased tomorrow at this conference. It's more of a, I guess, talent show for people with special needs. And so, another project complete in the wood shop. I didn't get to film any of this for Mark Has Wood. I should have. It would have been pretty cool to see me build 4 of them at once. But I'm still not able to go live on that channel without verifying, and I don't want to verify and then they know it's me and then they're just going to shut that one down. So I figure I'll just bide my time there, keep dropping stuff, and eventually they'll let me go live. But for now, I'm going to either film it and then drop it, or I'll go live on this channel and do this stuff in the future. But this is still drying right now. I just sprayed this one. So, and this is, like I said, I made this, all these are set up, they're oriented so you kick on the right side and the snare is on the left. Yeah, because most people are right, they kick with their right foot, they tap with their right foot. I happen to be goofy footed, I guess. I'm a guitar player, I play right, I throw right, but I kick left. I played soccer with my left foot, that was my power foot. So when I kick my beat seat, I hit the bass, the kick drum on the left side, and then the right side is my snare. Most other people will be kick on the right side, snare on the left. So when people order a beat seat, I ask them, how do you kick? Are you a lefty kicker or a right kicker? Because I'll set up the snare specifically. In fact, some of the newer ones, what I'm doing is I'm setting up the assembly so it's there on both sides, and you could just unscrew the snare wire and put it on the opposite side if you happen to be someone who plays with the opposite foot. So there's lots of things that we've been doing to improve the beat seat and make this the most amazing drum on earth. And it really is, I have to tell you. I mean, these things are not only beautiful to look at, but when you play them, they sound unbelievable. It's the only drum that has this unlimited tones, and as you can see, it's because it's not square. It's actually more of a trapezoid, and the reason that I have all the different tone I get when I play every night, and where it sounds like it's a full drummer behind me, not just a little box. There are no pedals needed for this. In the back, I see how I'm holding it right now. We have what's called a grab and go bar in the back. All you do is stick your hand in the back and grab the thing and go. You grab your guitar in one hand, beat seat in the other, and you just go, you know? And it's funny if you see me walking down the street with 2 beat seats. I'm like this. And people are like, what the frickin' hell is that? But check it out. These are what they look like. Junior, adult. And you see it's the same. You see the trapezoid shape. That's part of my patented design. I have a patent on the utility and the design of the beat seat. And so basically that means that the concept of sitting and playing with your hands and feet at the same time, playing your guitar and kicking it, I have a patent on that utility, and I have a patent on the design itself, which means no one can create this and sell this, only beatseat.rocks. That's the only place on earth you can get this drum. So I would say if you are interested in being different, if you're interested in providing a really unique sound for your music, check out beatseat.rocks. This is another example of a beat seat I built out of olive wood. This is the most expensive beat seat I've ever built. It's absolutely stunning. I haven't played it in a little bit because I've been playing the extra large beat seat, which is a new model for people over 6'3". So we have lots of models, and the reason I've been playing that model is because the freaking bass on it is ridiculous. It's completely insane. Not that these aren't. These are all really awesome, but that is ridiculous. Like, it's like, I'm like, whoa! It's deeper than a kick drum. The beat seat has a deeper tone than most kick drums. And the reason I know that to be true is because that subwoofer down there goes all the way down to like 25 Let me see what it goes down to. This goes down to 50 kilowatts or kilohertz. 50 hertz, okay? Which is low. And this thing freaking pounds at 50 hertz. So we know we're at least at 50 hertz on the Beat Seat's low end. Or else you wouldn't hear anything. It would just be rising right above that level. So anyway, this is what I got for you. This is what I've been building. This is what I've been working on. I hope you guys wish me luck for tomorrow. I'm going to sit down and kind of have a little bit of a research. This is an R&D, research and development for this product. How much does this really affect people with a special need? Is this the most powerful drum on earth? I believe it is, because every single day I write music on it, and I think we all have some sort of need. We all have some sort of connection we're trying to make, and this thing connects so much. And you guys know it. Every single night I just get so much out of hearing that beat, and it just turns a song into a full band sound without having to hire another musician. And it's authentic sounding. That's the best thing about the Beat Seat. It sounds like a drum kit. It's not like it's like, oh, that's a cajon. No, this is a cajon on steroids. A cajon has one panel, and it's got a low end and a high end of that one panel. The Beat Seat has 4 playable panels and 2 snares. There's a snare here on the front, and there's a snare here on the side. So you can kick it and get a snare, kick snare with your feet while you play your guitar, or you have your guitar down, you have a snare for your foot and a snare for your hands. You have 2 different snare effects and your feet working at the same time. It's the most intense experience because it's full body. That's why I think people with autism, anybody with Down syndrome, is going to fall in love with this drum, because it's the only full body drum on earth. You don't have to bend over to access panels like you do with other drums, like that cajon I was telling you about. You literally sit on it upright, just like this, and you just start. You have this panel up here. Only drum on earth you could do that. Only drum on earth you could do that. BeatSeat.rocks. Order yours today, people. Order yours right now. Double decker. Sometimes you're double deckering it with the only drum in the world for guitar players. I mean, look how beautiful this thing is. This is all made out of plywood, these Beat Seats, so they're not super heavy. You can also order a wood Beat Seat, like the one I was just playing, which is made out of wood that I actually, most of it or some of it I cut myself, others I purchased, but still it's real hardwood, which is very expensive. And they sound ridiculous. With the hardwood you get extra deep tones and different variety of tones depending on which Beat Seat you are playing, but they all sound really awesome. There's no bad sounding Beat Seat. Even the junior Beat Seat, it's a smaller drum. It's much smaller compared to what the actual Beat Seat is, but it still maintains so much punch to it. So anyway, I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm glad to have these. It's 4 color-coded special needs autism style Beat Seats, and hopefully we're able to make a connection tomorrow. I wish I could film it. I wish I could go live from there and just be like, this is how people are responding to the Beat Seat. And perhaps if I get along with someone there, they'll let me take a video of their kid while they're playing it. You never know. But I'm excited to go, so wish me luck tomorrow, people. Let's see, we're just about 2 hours. Unfreaking real. This is what we do here, unfortunately. We get through it, we get into it, and then Joanne wheezes. So guys, tomorrow I hope to see you again. Wish me luck. Andrea O'Neill, Bradley Smith, Sydney, Kathy Paena, and Modoc Roughstock S. Coop. Thank you for everything you do. If you're still out there, which probably everyone's mostly asleep, thank you guys for kicking it with me tonight. I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Sleep well.